First of all, we're going to need a USB lead, which is commonly used with their printers. You can pick them up on eBay for about £2. Pretty easy to get hold of. Shouldn't have any problem. And at the back of the radio you've got your USB connection there, and just plug that in, and the other end of course goes into the computer. I'm using Windows 10 and it installs the drivers for you. Right, we'll go to control panel on your PC, and then we're going to go into hardware and sound, and then over to device manager, and we're looking for COM ports. And if you switch on the power to the radio, the computer should detect the USB cable and assign drivers for the cable. And if we do that now, it'll come up with the drivers, the two here. And what we need to keep in memory is the enhanced driver, which is COM7 on this computer. So keep that in mind for later. And next we're going to go and download some software. We're going to gridtracker.org, and once we arrive there on www.gridtracker.org, scroll down on the page, and you'll find a list of programs that we're going to look at. We're just going to download two of these programs. First one is the WSJTX, the FT8 software, and the other one is Grid Tracker itself. So first of all, we'll download the FT8 program. And that's a picture of what it looks like. So we'll scroll down and we should find a link to download the software for the system I'm using, which is Windows 10, and it works on 64-bit. So check which one you need, and then just click on the link, download it. I'm going to save it to my desktop. It takes a couple of seconds really to download. Go back and we'll download the grid tracker. Like, you don't have to download grid tracker if you don't want to. You can just set up from the FT8, but I like to use grid tracker with FT8. So we'll download it. Just scroll down and find your operating system. Obviously mine's Windows, so I'll be downloading that one, and that'll download to my desktop. So there's both of my programs downloaded. So what we'll do is we'll install the WSJTX for FT8. Just go through the settings, click, I'm going to put the desktop icon. And you might get a notification from your Windows protection firewall or your antivirus software, so you may have to just acknowledge it and let it through. Right, next thing we're going to do is we'll move that icon over there, and then we're going to install. Let's tidy this up. Just going to install this grid tracker now. Same again with your antivirus. Okay, so we've got our icons up here, and just get over there, put the programs on one side. Now before running the software, we need to make some changes in the menu of the FTDX3000. The first menu we're going to change is menu 38, and that's just to change the rate, the baud rate. So we'll change it to 38400 BPS. And then the other menu to change is menu 103. Change it from front to USB. After you've finished using FT8 and you want to use the radio as normal, use the microphone on the front, you need to go into that menu 103 and reset it to front. I use this button on the radio CS to get to the menu quickly. I just set it on 103 there at the top. I can change it from front to USB whenever I want to by just using that CS button. That's how I do it. So now we're going to set up the WSJT X for the FT8. So click on the icon here, and when it loads up, if you look at the top of the screen there, there's configurations, but you don't really want that. You want file, and then down to settings, and if you look at the top, there's tabs, radio, and what have you. Go into general, put your call sign in there, and your location, your locator. Mine's India Oscar 83 Papa Hotel, and then there's some boxes here that you can tick away if you want, or you can just copy what I've done. Then the radio, select your radio from the drop down menu. So Yaesu FTDX3000 will be on there somewhere. And the COM port, which we memorized from before, is COM port number 7. So it was the enhanced COM port we needed. And then the baud rate we've got is 38400 BPS. And if you just follow me there with the bits, data, whatever, you just copy what I've put. Over here, PTT, you want CAT, and then USB, and just copy the way I've done it here. And when you test it, it should go green to say that's communicating okay with the computer. And then test PTT should go red, and your transmitter should transmit as that goes red. That's okay, you can carry on. Only at the audio, make sure that you've got USB audio in there, which is what the computer installed when you put the leads in. Right, FT8, that's what it looks like when it's receiving. So you can receive everything, or there's a little button in the corner which says secure only. If you click on that, you'll just get the secure calls. Now we'll run the grid tracker. You don't have to, you can just carry on with the FT8, but the grid tracker will execute that. And it takes a couple of seconds to load up. Now grid tracker, when you get this map up of the world, it'll start to populate, because as your FT8 program's scanning through the frequency, the stations it's picking up, it'll populate the map with each sweep. So it's starting to do that now. So I think it's a visualization of what's on FT8 in text. It just gives you an idea of what's going on with the propagations. And here you've got a bar graph showing you which bands are active on FT8 at the moment. So it's good for that. To show you again, these are all the countries coming through on the FT8 program, and then they should line up with what's shown here on the map. In the menu, you can go to a logging program there, so that every time you make a contact, you can log it automatically. If you've got your grid tracker on at the same time as your FT8 program, it'll log each contact as you enter it into your logbook on FTDX3000. It'll instantly log it to your logbook if you want to. Just go through the menu, and there's just a quick look at how it looks when you're making a call, CQ call. Mine comes up yellow as I'm making a call. Then you get a contact, it comes up red, so that's somebody come back to me, and then I go back to them, and this is how it goes. So you can see the actual contact on your grid tracker. It comes up with little lines to show you the station you're contacting. It'll go backwards and forwards, so you can set the colours to whatever colour you want. I've got mine on red, but basically that's how it works. And then we log it. That box comes up once your contact's finished. Just click OK, log it. So now it's getting logged. If you look at the bottom right hand corner on this screen, you can see it's being logged into all the different programs I've got, like Logbook of the World and QRZ and stuff like that. So it's all get logged, and that's how I have mine set up side by side, normally like this. If you're lucky enough to have two monitors, you can have one on one monitor, one on the other. But this is how I use it at this present time, and it works okay. So hopefully you get yours up and running, and it looks something like this. Good luck anyway.